Good morning and welcome back to the Corner Barn Weekly Deal Analysis. How you doing? I am Chris Thompson, that bearded guy, the creative guy. Each and every week, I jump on here, pick a random house off the internet, analyze it for a cash deal and a creative deal. Let's get into it. Today, we are going to break down 1204 Greenway Drive in High Point, North Carolina, 27262. Looks like a pretty solid house. Can't wait to dive into this one. So if you don't know where High Point is, it's a suburb of Greensboro, a little bit closer to Charlotte, so a little bit south. So let's jump into it. We got a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 2658 square foot. From these pictures, it looks pretty solid. Looks like a big house. What else we got here? So Zillow is saying it's only worth 247, 300. They're at 350. Wow. So January 4th, they made a massive price reduction of $35,000. And they've now been on the market for 236 days. Looks like there's a lot of people looking at it, but any of the things that they're offering, it's not enough it's not enough to get a buyer to bite and at least make an offer that the seller's willing to take. Let's see. Blend of classic charm, modern. Looks like custom cabinets and shelving. New carpet, new paint, new windows. Except for the large picture window, because those things are super pricey. Master, 1-bedroom, mother-in-law. Let's take a look at the pictures. Looks like they did a big addition off the back of this thing at some point. That's just my guess. All right, so they got some nice wood floors, a lot of nice built-ins, baseboard heat. Bathrooms look fresh. That looks like LVP in there. I like all this extra, it's just paneling, but it's a cool feature. Cabinets. Cabinets look old. They tried to make it sound like it was newer, but overall this style looks old. It's definitely an old stove, old dishwasher. What else we got here? Nice bedroom. Window unit. There's no AC up here. Another clean bathroom. I don't really like this tile, but this part I do. Original cabinet. Cool little layout, at least from the pictures. All right, let's see what else we can find in here. It is natural gas, baseboard heat, which baseboard heat takes a lot of flack, but it's actually the most efficient system there is because you can control each room. All right, let's see here. Whoa! They tried originally listing this thing in July of last year for $425. Original owners, I would assume, but they owned it they bought this thing for $82,000. Taxes, they're kind of high, in my opinion. Let's see what else we got going on. What is our neighborhood telling us? There's a 390, a 408, 40, 572, 397, 510, 475. Let's see here. Let's see what this one is. This one recently sold. I think it recently sold. Yeah, sold in 22 for just under 400,000. And it was significantly larger. What else? What else? What else? If it'll throw up some comparables here. All right, these are all off market. Similar homes for sale, 315. Substantially smaller, 340, 340, 400. And this thing's listed at 350. All right, so I think we've got enough information off of here to move to our next step. What's our next step? The Invest Nest. I got it pulled up here on the Invest Nest. I like this site a lot. It's very detailed. It is very user-friendly. And one of the coolest things about it, you can skip trace straight from here. They don't charge extra for it. Try it out. You get a week free trial. You don't even have to put a credit card in. And if you do like it and you want to continue, use my code Chris Thompson Real Estate at checkout, and that saves you 50% off on your first month. Monthly, I believe this thing is 15, 20 bucks a month. So for 7 or 10 bucks, you get a month. You can try it out for a month. So if you like it, great, use it. If not, use whatever you're using. All right, overview, built in 53. Just under a quarter acre. Been on the market for quite a while. Heating is hot water through gas. Financing details. Here's one of the things I always like to look at. And they got a loan. Looks like they refinanced in 2020. Took out a loan for 80,000. Not bad. But their rough mortgage payment's only 475. You slap taxes and insurance on that, and you're probably sitting around like 1,200 bucks a month. Good number. This is correct. It looks like they've refinanced in 03, 19, and 20. Last, we know it's on the market for 350. Guilford County, that'll come into play when we check our HUD site. All right, let's come in and break this thing down. So they're saying the estimated value is 383,400. I don't feel that that is accurate, clearly, because no one's buying it at 350. So based on these figures, I think we should try to say our ARV is going to be about 325. I'm going to write that down. 325 ARV. All right, so we're going to do 1204 Greenway. What we're going to call this. All right, so we said our ARV is 325. Pull my calculator, 325 times 70%, 227.5. So 70% of what I think it's worth is what I'm going to offer. Overall condition, I don't think it needs anything, so we'll leave that part blank. So our offer is going to be 227,500. Closing cost, private money, hard money points. We're not going to do any improvements to this. Our down payment, we're looking at 20%. Rates, I would say about 7.5. spread over 30 years. Rent is saying 1550, and as you know, I like to check the HUD fair market rents. So this thing is a 4-bedroom. I think it was 4-bedroom. Yes, 4-bedroom. So our 4-bedroom is going to be 1660. I always take a couple bucks off of that because it's rare when you do get a full voucher. So 1660 versus our 1550. We'll split the difference and call it 1600. All right, so here's our property taxes per year. Insurance, this one's a little bit bigger, so we're going to call that 1500 a year. 10% management fee, 160 bucks. All of the utilities the tenant is going to take care of, so I don't factor that part in. Our war chest for repairs and maintenance, vacancy, CapEx, 80 bucks a month each on those. Appreciation rate, plan to hold for 10 years. We're investors, we don't pay full commission. All right. Whoa. All right, so this is not a good cash purchase. So this is one reason why it's sitting on the market for so long, because, well, an investor's not going to buy it, especially at these numbers. See if we can drop this all the way down, if we can even break even. Even at $170,000, it's not going to work. Let's kick it back up to the 227. $227.5. So for almost $54,000, you can lose 500 bucks a month. That's bad. That's a negative 11% cash on cash. Oof. Man. The mortgage payment plus our reserves, there is no money in this thing. All right, so I don't think we need to continue here. You got to hold this thing for 25 years just to make not even a 2%. Wow. All right, well, that tells us a lot of what we need to know on this one. So now let's jump over to the creative side of things. So here's our creative calculator. You can get it off my website, christhompsonteam.com. Download it, it's free, use it, love it. You can also get my contract and also my creative checklist. So ARV, originally we said 325. Our purchase price on a creative deal, we know that even 227,500 is not even in the ballpark to make this thing a good deal. So let's throw 300 at them and see if that works. We'll offer them 2%. And now to find our PITI, or principal, interest, taxes, and insurance, we're going to go over to Bankrate. It's one of my favorite sites. So Bankrate, our offer price is going to be 300, 5% down. Plug this number in. Cash to the seller is going to be 15,000. 30 years at 2%. And that is 27262. Our property taxes, we said we're going to be 1,500. Oh, 125 a month. Or no, sorry. This is 125. Property taxes. Jump back over to the InvestNest. It tells us 300. Property taxes are 300. Let's see what our payment will be here. Oof. This isn't even going to work on a creative deal. So if our rent is only 1,600, our PITI is just under 15. Let's play around with this some more. What if we try 275? Property taxes are still going to be 300. All right, so at 275, it may work. Let's break this down some more. So our PITI is going to be 1238. 1238. And our purchase price, we're bringing that down to 275. Helps if I put it in the right spot. Our rent, we said, was 16. Our gross cash flow is actually, my formula got messed up here. So equals rent minus that. All right, so our gross cash flow is 362. 240 is going to be our war chest. 100 and damn, this thing is still a negative cash flow deal. All right, so our war chest, we have it 15%. Just to see if we can make these numbers work, let's bring that down to 10%. All right, so not phenomenal, but at least we're not losing money and we're storing money away in the war chest for those rainy days, because it's never a matter of if something is going to happen to the property as a rental, it is when. It's currently listed on the market. Their agent's not doing much. You know what? We're going to offer them $1,000. There is no assignment fee. Our closing cost, I'm figuring, because we're doing both sides, are going to be about 3.5%. Renos, we said, are 0. 2 month of holding plus a good TC is going to cost you about $1,000. So for just under $30,000, you'll make a little bit of money, but I mean that's 58 years to recoup your cost. Still not a good deal, but at least it's negative, or at least it is not negative. Well, there you have it. 1204 Greenway Drive in High Point, North Carolina, just south of Greensboro. Not a good cash deal, not a good creative deal. Thanks for tuning in. We will catch you next week. Each and every week, I drop the links below in the comments. If you like this, if you have any tips for me, drop them in the comments down below. I really appreciate it. We'll catch you next week.